Well, y'all, the box Chevy is down. All right, y'all, what it do? Your boy is back on the grind. One more time, your boy is back at it again, you guys. And like I just mentioned, the box Chevy is down, you guys. Well, let me say this. It's kind of like half down. It just has a starting issue. I don't know what's up with it. The past week and a half or so, I've been driving it. Well, I've been driving it a little bit more the past month. And then the past, you could say 2 weeks here and there when I've been driving it, just because it's been so nice out, I want to drive this thing as much as I can. It's been having a weird, kind of hard start issue, but it will always start. And this past weekend, I got invited to, if you guys know Isaiah Thomas, I don't know him personally, I just know of him. But the younger Isaiah Thomas plays hoops in the league. He has an annual basketball tournament, and after a tournament, he has a after party. So, anyways, long story short, one of my buddies, Reckless Whips, shout out to him at Reckless Whips. If you're not following him on Instagram, definitely go follow him. He has a Monte Carlo SSG body, twin turbo LSX that has about 1,100 horsepower. Yeah, no joke. 1,100 horsepower, and I rode in that thing for the first time this past weekend, and man, that thing pulls like, man, I don't know. I didn't really, well, actually, I'll insert, because I took a lot of videos of him driving, but I was trying to get a video of me riding along, and by the time he stepped on the gas, man, I couldn't even break out my camera in time. So the force of just me, my head going back is crazy. But let me insert some videos right here so you guys can see. But yeah, man, that thing acts up. Woo-wee, that thing acts up. But anyways, he knows the owner of the place that had the after party, and he wanted to get as many old school cars as he could there, just to kind of, just to make the vibe a little bit nicer, cooler, whatever, just a different type of vibe. So it was like an after party and a car show, you could say. So anyways, a little cruise in. So anyways, long story short, I go meet him at his house, and we're all going to ride out to another guy's house and then ride out to the event. Got there, chilled for a little bit, drove fine, and then it wouldn't start. So, these old schools, y'all. So we were out there messing with it for about 30 minutes, and then I was like, y'all, you know what? It was about 9:30 at night. I was like, you guys go ahead and go, man. I'll just deal with this, and I'll just call a tow truck, which I probably would have waited another hour or two again, because I don't know if you guys remember, if I even said anything, my Escalade broke down about 2 months ago over here at the gas station. Ended up being a fuel pump issue. But I live right down the street from this gas station. Literally, I could walk there in probably 15 minutes. And the tow truck took 2.5 hours. Almost three. And actually, it might have been closer to 3, to be honest. And they kept telling me, oh, we're going to be there, we're going to be there, we're going to be there. If I would have known they're going to be that long, I would have just walked home and had them call me, because they usually call when they're on their way. So anyways, that was a big ordeal. So I was kind of preparing for that, but they're cool, man. They're like, no, man, we're not going to leave you, man. We all ride together, man. We're going to fix this, get this thing done. So anyways, I didn't want it to ruin my night. So what I did is he's like, man, just push it in the driveway. I'll move my cars, and then just push it in the driveway. You can leave it here overnight. One of his other buddies actually has a tow truck, and he's like, man, we'll tow it home tonight or we could do it in the morning. So anyways, that's what I did. I left it there overnight, came back in the morning, got it. So shout out to Jay, man. If you guys aren't following Jay also on Instagram, I think his Instagram is PNW_Malibu. His Malibu is pretty well known within the G-body community, especially those Malibus. That thing also has about 1,100 plus horsepower. I haven't ridden in that thing yet, but man, we got some power out here. People be sleeping on us, man, but I'm telling you, we got some whips out there that put out some pretty good damn power. So anyways, y'all, so now I got this on jack stands. We think it is the cam sensor, just like it was on the Chevy here. If you guys don't remember that, check out one of my last videos. I think I put out a video on this, but I'll tell you the story on this one. I took it out one day to the car a car event in Seward Park in May, and even before that, it was kind of acting funny, similar to the Caprice, hard start issue and whatnot. Then went to the show. It cut off on me, and it cut off on me actually a couple times. Got it home, didn't drive it for about a week, and then I was gonna go to a car cruise. Came in the garage, went to start it. It was just turning. It was just cranking, not even acting like it was going to start. So ended up being the crank sensor. Changed that out. Boom, started right up. Good to go. So we're thinking that's the same thing on that. So what I'm going to do is, I'll talk to my tuner too. What I'm going to do is change the cam sensor and just see if that works. Now, sometimes it starts, sometimes it doesn't, but that's also can be a sign of a cam sensor going bad. So anyways, going to change that out while we're under it. Going to change the oil and do all that good stuff. But anyways, enough of the talking. If you're new to the channel, definitely think about subscribing now. Hit that notification bell. All that good stuff. Y'all, Mr. Griffin 23 in the building. I don't know how long this portion of the video is going to be, or if I can knock it all out, I will. Just put my son down. His nap schedule is totally off, so technically he's not supposed to be napping right now. He should be up, but we threw it all off because of our work schedule. My wife ended up dropping him off at my work during his nap schedule, brought him here. He fell asleep in the car for like 30 minutes, totally ruined his nap. He's been up since, and obviously he's not going to make it through the day, so I had to put him down for a nap. Now he's asleep. So can't let him sleep that long though, because otherwise he'll be up all night. So we'll see how long we can work on this video. If not, to you guys, it'll just be the next clip. For me, it might be the next day, 2 or 3. Depending on when I can get back out here and finish the car. So anyways, let me set you guys up and we'll knock this thing out. All right, y'all, I honestly do not know if you guys can see anything or not, but I need to get this done. So I'm gonna get it done. And of course I gotta get out from under here and get a, well, can I break it? Probably not. I gotta cut the zip tie. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, you guys, you saw how that just went. This bolt just hit the camera, but I got to get back out anyway because I got to get safety glasses because I got dirt and debris falling in my face, and I got to get the cam sensor. So let me go grab that. All right, back at it, y'all. So I got the cam sensor, AC Delco part number here. I don't know if you guys can see that. 125-60228. When it comes to sensors and things like that, especially on these LS engines, you want to try to run GM or like AC Delco. I think Delphi is probably good too, but I try to get AC Delco specific to these engines because the thing about these engines is they're not like your conventional, first gen small block Chevy engines or anything like that. These won't start if the sensors are bad. That's the only thing that's not cool about these engines. So it makes them harder to diagnose. With that being said, this should be out of there. I'm hoping that it'll drop down far enough where I don't have to disconnect the starter and the power wire, but I don't know if that's going to be possible, but we'll see. I got transmission lines in the way and all that, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it or not. Oh wait, I might be able to. Whew. This might work, y'all. This might work. See if y'all can see that right there. That's the cam sensor I need to get to. Also, I'm gonna try to pull this off without breaking the clip. Wow, good. All right, so it takes a little, I think 10mm bolt was holding it on. I should be able to pull it right out. Then I gotta get back up again because I gotta lube the O-ring that sits around that cam sensor. I'll show you that in a moment in order to kind of put it in there nicely. So let me get this out real quick. Maybe I can just lay you guys flat down. Let's see if you guys will be able to see or not. Ooh, maybe my head might be in the way. So I think it's a 10mm. Let's see if my automatic power wrench will get this out. Yes, sir. Well, it came out. So this here, I think it's the original sensor. I think when I put this engine together, I used all the original sensors. Same with my my other one too on my Chevelle. So oh, maybe I could use a little bit of oil off this. Yeah, I didn't have to get up. All right, so this one right here, again, that GM sensor. So the 24 tooth reluctant wheel on these early ones, I think, are black. These are all black, and I think the 58 tooth that comes on some of the later ones or different models are gray. But you have to get the right one specific to your engine. So you can see they're both gray. This one has a little bit of gray on it from overspray. But yeah. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of oil off this one and put it right around there. That way it'll go in. It'll go in nicely. Yes, sir. All right, hopefully that goes in with no issues. There we go. Slid right in there. I think there is a torque spec on this as well, but I don't know it by heart. It's probably like 20 foot-pounds or something like that. And of course I can't see, so it's harder to get this bolt started. There we go. So anytime I tighten bolts, I always like to use my ratchet or wrench. This one, the head's adjustable, so that's why it keeps moving on me. That shouldn't come out. Yeah, I think all these are usually kind of like in between that 15 to 20 pound foot range. So there, hopefully you guys saw all that. I couldn't really tell for me filming since it was laying down flat and I couldn't look at the camera that if you guys could see or not, but it's in there. So let's see if I can plug it back in. And this should be good. I can check. You know, sometimes they say these pigtails can go bad. I think just from the heat, you can see like the discoloration in it a little bit. Let me just get a pick tool real quick so I can just clean the contacts and on it just to be sure. Well, hopefully you guys can see, but a little pick tool just to kind of get debris out. And that pick tool, I can kind of also scratch some of the terminals up. No debris should get in there anyway, but you know, I'm just weird like that. Whoop. All right, we should be good there. Let's see if I can set you guys back up. Again, hopefully you guys can see a little bit. And we'll try to put this thing back together. Sometimes I always forget to put this little cover on. Damn, I should have grabbed my zip ties while I was up there. All right, y'all, I think we did it. Oh, you know what I should have did? I'm not gonna do it now. I should have used my wire brush and use it against the starter and the block, just to make sure it's grounded good, but that's already back up, so I'm not gonna take it off again. It should be okay. All right, you guys, so she is all back up there. I didn't take any of the wiring off, so that's a positive. The only thing I did is the battery, so that is it. I gotta reconnect the battery. I'm gonna torque these bolts down. So I had to go get my wrench tool, and then I'm gonna secure this line back to where it was. And then I'm gonna change the oil, so I'm gonna do that off camera. And then when all the oil's changed and everything, as long as my son is still sleeping, I will go ahead and try to start it up for you guys and see if it starts up. So I'll be back here in a moment. For you guys, it'll be really quick, the next clip. For me, maybe another 20 minutes. All right, you guys, so we're gonna see if this thing starts. I'm about, I don't know, I'm estimating 4 quarts-ish, maybe. It's not really registering on the dipstick quite yet. Well, I just put a little bit more in. So let me double check. All right, yeah, so it looks like it's just registering right now. I'm probably about 30 minutes past where I wanted to wake up my son, but I'm pretty much almost done. So I want to get this done. So what I'm gonna do now, it's right about 4 quarts. So I'm gonna go ahead, see if it starts. I like to start it and then put oil in it as it runs. And I'll probably just go ahead and add about another half quart just to be safe, and then I top it off with the car off. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if it starts. All right, y'all, she started it right up, so. Looks like she's holding fuel pressure too. I'll talk a little bit about the fuel pressure here in a moment. Let me go ahead and try to restart it again. All right, so she started right back up. That's good. Now what I'm gonna do now is top off the oil, and then I'm gonna let it sit while I clean up and everything, and then I'm gonna come back and restart it, because that's the issue that I've been having with it too. After it sits for a little bit, it won't restart again. So let me go ahead and top this oil off, clean up, and then I'll chime back in here when that is all done. So this is the moment of truth here. Got everything cleaned up, everything put back together. The oil is not completely topped off yet, just because I don't have a level driveway, so I actually have to jack up the rear end. So the rear end is up right now to kind of make the car level, just so I can read the dipstick correctly. So, and plus I'm kind of rushing because I want to get in, wake up my son. It is now way past when I was supposed to wake him up, so I got to get him up so he's not up all night. Before I do that, I want to start it one more time for you guys just to make sure it starts, and then I guess we'll just kind of call it good. The official deal would be when I drive it several times and see if it starts up or not, or if it doesn't. I don't know, but that could be another video another day. But I think this solved the trick. There is one more issue, well, issue in quotes, that I might have as well, is a lot of times on these aftermarket fuel pressure regulators, my tuner Kenny said that a lot of times they'll prime and then they'll hold pressure, then they'll drop a little bit, and then they'll hold, you know, somewhere halfway, like 20 or 30 PSI. He said that's not uncommon for these, but a good thing that you can do to remedy that is get a check valve. So they sell fuel check valves in line that you can buy. So he sent me a link to that. So I'll probably end up doing that, because that can also cause, in quotes, like a hard start, but it'll always start. It'll just take a little bit longer to start, like a few more cranks, which it always has done that. So it's probably why, is that fuel pressure regulator. He said the fuel pressure regulator is good. He says for some reason on these Ellis engines, on the aftermarket fuel pressure regulators, sometimes they will do that. So I sent him a video of it, and he says, yeah, it's not uncommon to kind of see that. So actually, I'll post a video here if I can, so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. All right, I must just turn it on here real quick. Looks like it's dropping. Drop down below 20 and still going. I'll try to start it and see. Drop down immediately to below 20. But anyways, with that being said, I gotta wake up my son, so let me go ahead, start this up one more time, then I'll wrap up this video. All right, y'all, so I think we're gonna call that a win for now. So hopefully I have no more issues with this dang thing and it starts up on me all the time. And if it doesn't, it's not the damn crank sensor. So hopefully we'll be good to go on that, you guys. So anyways, I guess stay tuned for more. There'll be more videos on this, I'm sure, here sometime in the near future before summer ends, which I'm really bummed about, man. I don't want summer to end. I wish I lived in a place where, you know, we had nicer weather all year round, but it is what it is. The summers that we do have are always nice, and I'm definitely thankful for that. But anyways, hopefully you guys saw a benefit to this video. Hopefully you guys like to see the box Chevy again. And man, let's keep this thing rolling. I do have a series of Chevelle videos that led up to a show that I went to, the Good Guys show. So be on the lookout for that. I just kind of wanted to insert this one to kind of break it up a little bit. But yeah, y'all, hopefully you like this video. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. And definitely like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff if you haven't already, you guys. Let's keep it going. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys for always chiming in. All my long-term supporters, I appreciate you guys. All my new supporters, welcome to the channel. Man, let's get it. Let's go. All right. Deuces. Peace out.